Welcome to the top of it. I am your host and co-commissioner. We'd like to welcome y'all to the Inside Studio. I got a little ahead of me. Welcome to the top of it. Inside the Huddle Studios. I am your host and co-commissioner, the better team, joined by my compadre, my kinfolk, my nigga. He who fucking remains. He remains at the top. What's up with it, my baby?
Hey, what's up, 7 and 7? This 13-1 here talking. You know what I'm saying?
So with you.
Look, it was a great week last week. It was a great regular season in general. Our inaugural season for Inside the Huddle fantasy football. Man, it was just I just want to speak on how wonderful it was to have everybody in the league this season. I hope that everybody want to return, and I hope they enjoyed themselves this season. And hey, man, let's kick off the show.
It was a wonderful season. I'd like to also extend appreciation to each and every one of our owners in the Inside the Huddle League Fantasy Football League. Let's get to it. Let's do it. Let's get to it here at the top of it. It's the week 14 we won. Let's go ahead and run this as our last and final regular season recap. So your chance to gain you some ground this week. Let's see if he was able to do it, y'all. Up first, we had BK going against Coach Lewis. Would you call this an upset? It was 168 to 135. The Collins went out with a bang, y'all. They got 2-game winning streak. They knock off Coach Lou decisively, if I might say. I'm gonna have the game. Hold on 1 second. I ain't got the game. Can I pull up? Here we go. Let's get into this game. We were late. The Kyler's, that is. They had Blake Corum. I couldn't. I had to chop him. I didn't see a way he was going to get on the field. I knew he was a dynamic running back, but with him playing the number 2 position, I didn't see a chance to him get on the field. And he went to the team he needed to go to. That made a difference in the victory as they started Blake Corum, and he got a 30. He didn't have another running back or another player on the bench to do a damn thing. Wow. What a win. Me, myself, I went with the college. You went with Coach. So you didn't get a gain no ground here. It's actually lost ground. I don't think Coach is really taking it too serious. But one thing I will say before I pass it over here, I saw something that may be troubling over there on that side. That's all I'm going to say. I ain't going to get more into no depth of that, but I saw something. I saw something weak over there that might hurt going forward. What did you see? What did you think about this joint?
Look, the first thing I want to touch on is this right here. I'm gonna let me speak to right into the camera. I'm talking directly to NBK, Natural Born Collins. First, let me say, change your goddamn name from Collins because he ain't it. But what I want to say is this right here. They climbed out of the gutter. I remember when they had 2 victories to get to 6-8 to end the season. If you didn't have the mismanagement and malpractice that you had throughout the season, you would have at least had another victory, in my opinion, would have that 7th victory, which put you in prime position of getting into the playoffs fully. Or maybe you might have had 8 and locked yourself in. You had that within your grasp, but you didn't take this as serious. So this is a message to NBK. I would like to see you back next season. But 2 things I want to say. We pay our fees up front, brother. We don't wait till no end of the season, no after no season, no shit like that. And brother, ain't nothing about us talking about broke.
Before the draft next season. If you ain't got your fees in before the draft.
But what I want to see from you is another thing. I want to see you back, but I want to see you take this serious because that's what it is. It is serious. So I would like to see you back, but just remember, take this shit serious because it is serious. And coach, look, You said you was gonna run the gauntlet on your division at the end of the season. You made that very clear to us. You lost 2 out of the 3, so it wasn't even remotely close to getting that done. And I want to say this, Coach. A few of your players that played at a high level throughout the front half of the season has started to tail off drastically. And the big key
Should
factor
say
to
now.
watch for is how would the ending of Danny Dimes' season uh, affect Jonathan Taylor going forward. We're gonna see in 4K very soon. But it was a great win by MBK to end the season. Coach is kind of up in the air right now how he playing, and that's my thoughts on that.
They did end on a good note. I would like to see Bro come back this next season to take it seriously. It ain't all his fault because I mean that wasn't even his team. He didn't even pick that team.
He
He
did.
just ran with that team.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
uh,
yeah,
but he could have made some moves that could have put him in position to win 2 more games. I truly believe that.
yeah, yeah,
Uh, so maybe next season he will be a little bit more focused.
yeah.
We had Phil Belichick knocking off the Mac of the Year. It was 171 to 128. Phil Belichick was able to close on a good note.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you say?
I would definitely say that. I will. For a while, I won't forget this. Phil Belichick was 5-5. He was 5-5. You talking about a crossroads. You 5-5 and you end up 6-8. That's tough, man. That's
Oh,
tough.
game losing streak.
That was tough, man. That was tough. But he did get it together and for this last game of the season, and he did not have a bad team. It just didn't work out for him this season. That trade he made for getting rid of Travis Etienne, the trade he made getting rid of Devon A. Chan. I mean, them are top tier running backs that he got rid of.
Losing Joe Burrow to an injury, the
Yeah,
season ending.
yeah. So he had some obstacles that was in his way. Some that he didn't create, and some he did create. But I will say this that hang in there, Phil B, and next season, I think you have a real shot at this because you drafted well. And you also you willing to make moves within the season with trades. That's key to me on getting victories, improving your team. And for Juice, the Mac of the Year, um, I mean, he go out on a somber note. He come into the division game on a 10-game winning streak, and he lose the last 3 games. What that shows is how tough the Mount Everest division was, or because guy that was on a 10-game losing streak could not get a victory against the last 3 teams that he played inside his division. Or maybe some might say, or the Mac of the Euro, they not the big bad wolf that everybody thought they was. So you have a few players on his team that are coming down to earth. He had made it seem like Danny Dimes, his main quarterback over Baker Mayfield, who was kind of having injuries off and on, and he been kind of struggling. So we're gonna see how they bounce back this week because I don't believe it'll be an easy one for them.
The Mac of the Year is experiencing some late season fall apart and failure. He started Coleman 2 weeks in a row at flex. So it's not so much of a situation where he didn't have Rico because he didn't have Rico this week, but he found himself starting him over Brian Thomas Jr. So that means he's lost confidence in Brian Thomas Jr. He lost his quarterback.
Yeah.
Uh, everyone knows that, Dowdle is probably coming back down a rung or two, So they're not looking like the same team that went off 10 in a row at this moment. What I would say about Phil, I think Phil made too many moves this season. There was some that made sense, and then there was a couple. One that made no sense. It made no sense. It absolutely strengthened the opposition and weakened your team. With that being said, I also feel like he had the talent. I
Mhm.
think he just couldn't. He had so much talent, he didn't know what to do with it. He didn't know who to put out there and who to keep out there silently. And I think he out shuffled the deck one too many times and shuffled him out the 2-3 wins that he needed, especially in that losing streak. I don't know what happened there. I really don't, because it's not like he didn't have players making plays, and he acquired some nice talent. I cut Mike Wilson. Wilson. I don't know why I cut Mike Wilson. He ain't did nothing but since Harrison been out, but gave you a 39 or 22 in a 34 within a 4-game spree setting. He had one game that he didn't do anything with 6-6, and that was a game Marcus Harrison played.
Yeah.
So I mean, even Williams had 21 despite Brett Cohen getting 30.
Yeah.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
He started Walker. Of course, you probably wouldn't have benched Walker, but I mean, just looking at it, you picked up Mason. Mason had a 14-3. Even though they won, it's just moves like that, and I think that he has a season filled with them, But shout out to Mike Wilson closing with a 39. Williams had 21, and he had 17 for Herbert to lead the team. And Gainwell gave him a sneaky 16-9. You see all the talent he had on his team. Marvin Harrison on the bench, Devontae Smith on the bench, Rashid Shaheed had a 16-7. The Chargers defense 14, Mason 14, Franklin. He has a nice, talented team. I don't think he got the most out of that team.
Look, I agree with you.
That was the organization's downfall.
Look, I thought I gave a nice soliloquy on his season and everything, but you said one thing in everything you just said that I agree wholeheartedly on, and that just speaks to his season. I'm talking about in a nutshell. He has so much motherfucking talent. He couldn't figure out which one to put in when he needed to put them in.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. That's probably you would love to have but not want to go experience. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Let's keep this shit going, man. We had MMT against Mac Twin. Some people thought that that another team in the league was gonna need Lil Mike's help. And I mean, when you got that 25 off of the foot of the best kicker in the game.
Ooh.
To start it, you're thinking Brandon Oliver. You're thinking to yourself, "Hey, man, we at least a quarter of the way there." To a 25, his kicker had a 1.5. You know what you could do with that other 24 and a half points. You know what I'm saying? And you put something together. But my man had a 117. He even put up a real fight. Lil Mike did what he needed to do. He made sure that if there was any crack in the dam, he was gonna feel that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? He made sure that part. He did not get out there and say, "Well, shit, I lost anyway, so it don't make no difference." No, hell no. He went out there, took care of business, man. Yeah, Saquon showed up for him, 28. Got a nice 23 from Matthew Stafford. Montgomery hit for 16. 16 for Jameson. Williams. I mean, he didn't get shit from Rice, but 14 Kincaid coming back. Nico with a 17. You know, offensively they showed up, man. 157 to 117. Lil Mike, I know they'll be back, finishing 6-8 for the simple fact that ain't how he wants to get out and go out. I already know that. I know that firsthand. So it's just a matter of timing and when nigga hit him and reach out to him. That's all that is. He be back. Uh, on the other end, I don't know. The twin might be back too. I hope he do. I know twin don't want to go out. What was that? 5 and 4.
Five and
4-10. 4-10. Damn.
oh shit.
At one point, then we thought he had a chance to get to 8. Wait a minute, am I tripping?
Yeah, no, we did think he got a chance to get to 6 wins. I thought no.
I thought it was. I guess it was 6-8. I guess yeah, he gonna slide in was trying to get 6-8. Okay.
Yeah.
And he had BB twice. Damn, they got 4 wins and BB twice. Oh, you know, man, I'm handing this shit to you. I'm doing that shit.
Look, you just reminded me of something. What you said right there. You lost inside of your division. I'm talking about on the season of the 7 losses you have. 5 of them came to your division. That is bonkers, man. That just show how much division games mean. In that in your team, they had the opportunity to come back. I don't know if you heard what I
Four
asked.
of them. 4 of them. I heard you. 4 of them.
Okay. So out of 7 victories, out of 7 losses, 5 of them came within your division.
4.
No.
No,
You lost
5. Yeah, 5. You right.
Yeah.
No. 4. I beat Twin. I lost to Luke Mike twice, and I lost to Draco once.
I thought you lost to Twin
I went 1-1. No,
you just
I beat
said you lost to Twin twice.
No, I said Luke Mike twice. I lost to Twin once. I beat him the first game of the season.
You said Twin. That was a mistake then. Okay,
so
mistake. Got 4 losses. You got 4
losses in my division.
You got 4 losses with it. So over half of your losses came in your division.
Right.
Now for this game right here, I originally picked Mike. And I think I had sent you a message saying
you switched up or something.
I'm gonna switch to Twin, and you know, and this was before, of course, y'all. Cause we got to do that shit before. We can't be after nobody do nothing. But when I felt real good after Brandon Aubrey did his thing and he put up that 25, I was like, oh yeah, we finna cruise to this victory right here. We finna get this. And I mean, you talking about fall apart. I mean, imagine if you score 117 points total and 25 of it come from your kicker.
That's crazy.
That is just bonkers. And like I said, Aubrey is such a weapon. I consider him a regular player. I don't consider
No, you don't. No, you do not.
I consider him a regular player. The dude averaged like 11 points a game. How is that not a regular player?
You're not going to draft him as a regular plaer. That's why I say you don't draft him as a
regular player. If he is available come next year around the 7th or 8th round, I'm taking him.
I think he said he's 7th, 8th round. Okay.
I'm taking him. Because you tell him.
I think that's when he went, though. I'm going to have to go check his number.
Yeah, you got to check that.
I think it's about where he went.
But I'm telling you, he is such a weapon. But I got to give Mike his props. Little Mike, salute to you. And I'm saluting everybody that did not fucking give up. And they fought to the very end. And like you said, Mike said to himself, shit, I beat team, the better team both times this season. If they just happen to lose this last game, I'm going to make sure that my team win and we getting in. But that didn't happen. But he fought to the end. He got that victory.
He said all he needed was some help.
Yeah. He got
130th. What is 130th? They were drafted 130th.
130. You talk about 12 times 12, 144. So I guess it was around like the 10th round then.
I'm gonna pull up Twin where you
Maybe
keep
the 11th round. Man, 10th or the 11th round. Because 12 times 12 is 44.
the 11th round. 11th round. So you gonna bump him up 3. I'll just checking.
Oh, well, shit. You just gave me some game. He didn't go to the 11th round. So I ain't got to take him in like the 9th round then. Okay, that's cool. That's even more cool.
Up 2 rounds.
That's
Yeah,
even
go ahead
more
and get
cool.
go ahead and get a game. There's other people watch this. Go ahead and get a league free game. Go ahead. You might have to bump him up to the 7th. What you talking?
But look, man, twin, I want to see you back, brother. You fought hard at the end of the season, and you gave yourself an opportunity. If you didn't lose them last 2 games, you would have been at that 6-8. And I commend you on that. And guess what? You barely lost the first game of the season to TBT. If you just go back and you look at your season, brother, you had an opportunity to flip some of those games, and you could have been on the other side. So you just started out so horribly. That's the only thing that kept you out of the dance. But guess what? You'll be back next year. You're gonna draft great like you did, and you're gonna have that opportunity to rectify that 0-7 start that you had this season. And salute to you, twin, and salute to Lil Mike. You know what I'm saying, for fighting it out to the end.
Yeah, most definitely. I already knew my niggas ain't going out like that, no matter how the season go. I talked to Lil Mike. He was for sure that he was gonna get the help he needed. And nigga, I told you I'm a dog. I'm a dog. Nigga, I'm gonna win, and I'm getting in. Twin ain't got a chance in hell. Yeah. He wasn't bullshit. But
No,
then,
he was.
Twin ain't put up a fight though. His
But
team didn't even put up a
he
fight.
wasn't playing. I mean, he won by 40, so he wasn't playing.
Somebody want to ask a quick question. Let's get them again because they coming in from Twitch. It said, start 2 full PPR. Junkins, Fannin, Devontae Smith, Jay Jadders, Ibuka, Kamara, Worthy. First of all, I'm going to start Junkins on that list. They playing the Raiders. I think Devontae Smith due for a big game. They've been all about AJ to make him feel good, and they've been losing ever since they've been making him feel good. So I think they're gonna wake up and say, let's go back to what we was doing to when we was winning, and that was getting Devontae the ball. So I think they're gonna make an emphasis. So I'm gonna say Junkins and Devontae.
And I agree with you. Junkins is a no brainer. Junkins, out of everybody on that list, I would put Junkins in over anybody on that list. And
that's why I said him first.
And I guess this might sound crazy to some people, but hey, you got him up there. I probably would go all Browns and go Fannin also. And that really depends on like what you got already in
They're
your
playing Chicago.
lineup. You know what I'm saying? Like because I guess you're saying you're gonna play Fannin at flex. Like if you already got a tight end, you playing. So I mean,
I think he's saying he got a tight end, a wide receiver. Shit, the way he put this out, he got to have a tight end, wide receiver, and a running back dilemma that you're not sure about. Because if it's flex,
well, I'm saying he gonna flex everybody on this list from Fannin to Worthy, and Junkins gonna be the second running back.
Yeah, I think Junkins is the second running back, and one of them other niggas is the receiver, and then it's a flex. I think this is 3 positions he's talking about.
But he said 2. He said start 2.
Oh, start 2, full people. Okay, so it got to be flex then. If you got Fanning on that, yeah, you're right. It got to be flex.
And
running back in flex, yeah.
And I'm saying I would probably go Fannin, but if I didn't go Fannin, I would go Smith.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Smith. I think they're gonna try to turn up with Smith. I think Fannin might have a little trouble in Chicago. In Chicago this week. That's what I think.
Yeah, it's cold and shit. Like,
Prime, maybe Prime, look Prime. He had a great game last week at home. I don't know necessarily he's gonna do if that carries on the road.
yeah,
And the coach is already self sabotaging him and shit. So ain't no telling.
yeah.
Probably try to make him look bad so he can be like, well, see, he ain't no good. That's why we ain't winning. Try to keep his that save his job. Ain't no telling what motherfuckers do.
No, yeah,
Uh,
but well, we definitely agree on that.
you see, that's what I agree. Double Brown start. I ain't feeling that. That's why I said that.
That,
That's
look,
that's
look,
kind.
look. That's why I had said. That's why I said people. A lot of people will be like, "Whoa," because I already know a lot of people will be like that, But I'm saying that I'm saying under the strength that this is what I'm saying. I think Fanning's minimum is low double figures, but his ceiling is like 17, 18, something like that. So I'm saying I think he getting in double figures regardless. So you got to ask yourself, do you think Devontae Smith is getting in double figures regardless? That's how I'm kind of seeing it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of seeing it like that.
I mean, Fannin has kind of tuned up a little bit since Lil Prime been quarterback. His last three production is 8-3, 13-6, and just last week a 26-4. I think he come back closer to that 8-3 this week. And if that's good enough, he can
No,
take
no.
that.
If
I
you
can see him as a fringe 10 point this week.
if you think that he's coming back down to around the 8.3, then I would start Smith. I mean, if that's what
I would.
that's your thoughts on where he gonna be at this week, I would definitely start Smith.
That's who I think he should start anyway. Let me see. Let me give you Smith last three games is not going to look that good. So you got to get. It's a gamble. So you got to bet to yourself. Um, are they going to go back to the Eagles? Going to go back to what got them winning prior to these last three games? Okay, so his last three games 14-9, 9-8, and 7-7. But that's in our league. Let me preface that. We have a more of a scoring league. I mean, than others. We tweaked our numbers, just to make it tilt toward that. Bonuses and shit. We got bonuses and all. Yeah. So, like I said, they play in Vegas. I could see more in line of Devontae being key target this week. He had 11 targets against the Cowboys. Eight. So it's not like he ain't getting targeted. They throwing him 8 or more balls. I can see him throwing them two more. At the end of the day, it can't be Buka or Jettis. They both been so ass past few weeks.
Yeah.
Well,
that I've been saying that about Ibuka ever since he came back from that injury. I think he had one good game, a decent game rather, the entire time since he came back from that injury. He got to regroup for next season, So I definitely no neither one.
you can't really blame. You see, I understand what you're saying that Jefferson been ass, but it's not really him. It's who throwing him the ball. You know what I'm saying? So take that into consideration.
But that's who's gonna still be throwing him the ball this weekend.
It is. It truly is. God damn. That's fucked up, boy. Ooh, that's fucked up to have that killer and he over there like he in the cage.
I mean,
Damn.
it's been a sad season for Justin, man. It's really been a sad season.
He
Like,
wasn't even on my list to take McCarthy. Man, issue. He is, man. He fucked over Addison. Addison at least a solid backup, a prime backup. He fucked over him. The only thing that makes it not bad for me trading for Addison is shit. Now Warren is what is Warren now? You know what I'm saying? So he had a couple of little steps, but I traded Warren for Addison, and like I can't be mad because I guess maybe I'd have got a win or two maybe out of it. I don't know because I would have run it double tight. But at the end of the day, I still would be going like, damn, I
man,
ain't got nobody to throw my nigga the ball no more.
look, I'm gonna see what he do this week.
You gonna start him this week?
But fortunately for me, I
Next
got the
week?
bye week, right?
You gonna
So
start him next week?
I can see how he gonna play with this new quarterback. If it's Phillip Rivers, I don't know. Whoever it is, I'm gonna see how he gonna play with him.
Man, Phillip Rivers gonna die.
And, if he don't play good, I'm gonna start fanning over him in my first playoff game.
Phillip, they better never roll Phillip Rivers out. He better never try to scramble outside the pocket. If he don't see it, he better throw that whole way. I swear to God. They gonna boy say
I might need Phillip to play because Phillip might be better for the tight end spot. You know what I'm saying? I mean, so
yeah, he gonna stand there and hit the passes, but boy, look here. If it break down and you gotta move anywhere, you just lay down and throw it. Just lay down, just down it right there, wherever you at. Don't even man. Man, look, boy, when them niggas hit that nigga ass, he gonna be fucked up. He ain't took no hits in a long boy. He gonna be fucked up.
He retired.
Boy, he gonna be fucked up, boy. I swear to God, that nigga ain't gonna need an ice bath, a body wrap, a cryo chamber.
I mean, look, whoever first said that the Colts might not make the playoffs, somebody had said that a few weeks ago when I had read it. They were making it like they might got a chance of losing out type shit. So I'm sitting there thinking to myself that the Colts like hell no. And look, you gotta show what you got when you sign in a player. So Phillip probably still got that arm though. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm sure. I ain't saying he don't have an arm. I'm saying he better not try to run or scramble or pull or none of that. Man, look, get down immediately. Like I'm talking about right away. No bullshit. He said, McCarthy has been asked you right. Nah, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, look, man. The worst thing for the Vikings this season was Carson Wentz going down, because Carson Wentz gave them some stability that McCarthy simply haven't gave them.
This is what I will say though before we get out of here and get back to the show. He might got the cure this week though. Justin Jefferson might be got the cure this week. He playing the Cowboys secondary and defense. That might be the cure this week. So just keep that in mind.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to this shit, man. Nephew and the Rowdies got into it. And 3-11, man. Oh, it's rough. Oh, it's a rough year for Nephew. 147 to 122. The Rowdies, they like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, you know. They hard to figure out. On one end, man, they'll stood up and play out their body, and then they'll turn around and, play below average, I don't understand them, but they got the win this week. They were led by
nobody.
Teenagers, nobody. No, I'm on the wrong team. Hold on, I'm tripping. They got me on the wrong thing. My bad. Hold on.
I don't think he had nobody to get 20.
21, McCarthy, JJ. Since we were just talking about McCarthy, 3 touchdowns, 163 yards, 3 touchdowns. 163 yards, that's crazy. He had Devontae with a 19, 21 from Zay Flowers, 17 for Pittman. Bijan gave him 16. Bijan is the X factor for his team. When Bijan goes, it seems like the team go. And Nephew, 22 from Jack. DJ Moore, 0.6. That's good. Kareem Hunt should be a good flex, but he's just really like the number 2 running back. Genty give you an 8, your number 1 running back. Then you got Charbonnet as a flex running back, so you really down to 2 flex running backs, one of them starting. It's just rough here.
Look,
it's just a lot of man. You drafted Golden. I thought Golden was gonna be something. You rode him with you all year, and he ain't give you nothing. Johnson, you traded for him. 2.8. What Keenan Allen at? 5.2. Just a rough year.
Look. This is what I'm gonna say. This is what I'm gonna say to Brad Hunter. I know you'll be back next season, but I'm gonna say this right here. Don't I wouldn't draft Ashton Genty high at all next season. So to me, two key things. Don't even think about drafting him high. Another thing, never in life draft two tight ends back to back. Never in life do that unless it's at the bottom of the draft. Never do that in the middle of the draft. And
Yeah,
another thing, uh, Lamar Jackson has brought into question drafting him in the first round next
he
season.
has.
You
He
know,
has.
because this season, even when he was back, and he might not even be fully healthy. You know how NFL players do it; they won't even tell you if they're fully healthy or not, or they'll just ride out, and then you find out after the season that they was dealing with something more than everybody thought they was. So
He ain't healthy.
but with his style of play with the running, I would suggest almost not even thinking about drafting him in the first round. He to me he might be a third round quarterback now. You know what I'm saying? Player rather now. So those would be the three things I would say. Tell Bruno to keep your head up. It was. I didn't want you to have the worst record in the whole league, but you ended up having it. So next year, come back stronger, come back more focused, and try to prove everybody wrong on the type of season you had this season. And as far as a rule go, I mean, look, you played a team that didn't get it done the whole season. That allowed you to skate on in because you didn't do shit neither with the 147. But your team, you have been mixing and matching most of the time with both Atlanta running backs. That's how you've been living. So that let me know right there, you're not really ready to really take it that extra mile when you that's how you running your lineup most of
He
the time.
cut Rico. Imagine what life would have been like if he'd have kept Rico that week.
Man. And that's another thing you just cannot do. You have two IR spots for a reason. Start just putting them people on IR and let that shit play out how it play out. Don't just drop players. But hey, you're in the playoffs. So you did get the victory. You did enough. I just got a message. Everybody, CeeDee Lamb was a limited participant at Dallas practice today. So they looking for him to play after that, just the 1 week after that concussion. But back to it. Rude. Look, you got a good big game this week. Congratulations on making the playoffs again. And uh, hey man, let's see how you do.
How about the storyline? Father and son have the best and worst record in the league.
I was waiting on this nigga to say that shit. I knew he was gonna say that shit. I knew he was gonna say that shit, y'all. I was waiting on him to say that shit. He didn't say the shit to text or nothing, y'all. I was waiting on him to say that. I knew he was gonna say it eventually. And cause I had thought about that shit like over and over, like, fuck, man, I got the best record.
You
Fuck.
just you when you was doing your talk to him, it just dawned on me just when you was doing it. Cause I hadn't put that much thought into it, but then I just said it just hit me. I was like, wait a minute. And I started smiling. I said, wait a minute. Yeah. Hold on. That's one end to the other.
Yeah.
Well, hey, look here now. Yeah, you gotta try to be better than Pops next year. It might put you in the same division if you grow up, you know what I'm saying, in the game. Or you can request it if you think you're ready, but I think you might, stay in your own look, part of the ocean. Hold up. We'll see. All right, shit. Let's keep this shit rolling, though, man. This one right here, this has some emphasis on it, you know. Uh, People thought, you know, it was gonna be one way. Look at the projections. It was a seven, was it 14-point projection difference. You know, he was the one who was supposed to be the key to get the little Mike's Monsters team in, you know. Uh Go ahead and carry this, man. I'm gonna come on back. I gotta
Look,
interview
let me say
myself.
this. Let me say this. I gotta commend the better team, everybody. I mean, you just seen that they had a 160-point projection coming into this week, and they went 40 points over their projection, 42 to be exact. But I'm just saying they went 40 points over their projection. Mind blowing, y'all. They had people that come up big for them up and down the lineup. Mainly Josh Allen carrying the water for him. He just said, "Get on my back, and I'm gonna take us to the promised land." And he did that, So I want to commend them on a great victory. That was just so lopsided of a victory, especially when one person had a 14-point up projection coming into the game. It was just mind blowing how it ended up transpiring. And for NNNG, I had said that they were gonna be on the downslide for the rest of the season. They happened to snatch a victory in the mix of all of that losing that they was doing. Because if people remember, they were 7-2. So they end up finishing the season out at what 8-6 or 9-5.
86.
8-6, from 7-2 to 8-6. That means they got one victory. And I mean, they 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 got into the
And they
playoffs.
scraped
One,
that. They scraped that out at
huh?
the end. They scraped that out
Yeah,
over
yeah.
Twin at the end.
Yeah. So barely. I'm talking about Twin was projected to win that all the way up until the very end. So they had a possibility of just straight losing out. That's how bad it was for NNNG. But look, they end up getting into the playoffs. They won the division. Salute to Draper for getting it done. Now he got a big game this week. It's going to be a grudge match to see who is the better team, no pun intended, in that matchup next week.
Didn't you take NNG?
I think I did.
That's what the paperwork say.
I think I did take them.
That's what the paperwork say, man. Listen, hey, man, listen.
I was
Uh,
trying to motivate the better team, y'all. I was trying to. They had to have their back up against the wall from all corners.
we don't need any we don't need any such outside motivation. We're motivated enough on the inside of this building. You know, uh, yeah, we've been counted out. They couldn't count very well. Yeah, we've been told that we wasn't gonna be able to get it done. They ain't never been able to tell nobody nothing. I'm just all I'm saying is like, we had a rough year. We lost some superstars. You know, shout out to them, man. There was a bloodline of this team, man. We had high expectation for them, but the front office never stopped working. And uh, that's what we have always did in any league we've ever been in. We carry the same fortitude. And it showed on the game that we needed to get done the most. The best player in the league showed up and did what he was supposed to do. That's how you close. That's a closer. Josh Allen, he closed. And we had no doubt about it he was going to do. I mean, there was someone in the room said, hey, think we should start Joe? Like, nah, we should just Josh. Josh got this, man. Fuck it. Go to him somewhere else. And then, he was never heard from again. The thing about it is, we didn't even play O. We picked up Neil and we had the insight to say, let the young nigga go out there and get it done, man. We don't know what they doing, whatever they playing. Your policy, let OR go out there and feel the game, man. He'll be ready next week for sure. You know what I'm saying? That's another conversation. But yeah, 41 from Allen, 26 RJ Harvey. He went out there and showed up, showed out. Neal had 22. Our receiver core, which is the weakest in the league, combined for 22 points. Addison and Sutton. Ferg gave us another 12. So you're looking at 36, 37 points between our receiving core. But Travis gave us a 26-8. Balance it out for the running backs. The running backs held there this week. Running backs and the quarterback, you know what I'm saying? The backers. And 12 for Campbell. Shout out to that guy. He was a tremendous free agent signing. He wasn't wanted where he was at. And, they had a superstar they felt that was greater than his shine, but he was right on time for the better team. And he's been solid, Chin, great pickup. He gave us 11 as a defensive back. These guys that come in here, they really want to win. They go from organizations where they're not winning. They see opportunity to win. They come to a winning. We are a winning organization. We've always been a winning organization. We've never not made the playoffs. And I wish I would have wanted to get it done the last 2 weeks, and we should have. Even though I feel like if we had had the players that we had today, this day, 2 weeks ago, we would be the number 2 seed. But those are just a mixed bag of what ifs and what could have been, what mights and next times and shit. What happened was 202 to 173. Shout out to No Nuts, No Glory. Them niggas strong, man. 173, that's hard to beat. It takes outscoring everybody in the league in order to win that type of game. You know what I'm saying? And the better team if I told this guy, before we get out of here, we're going to get us another 200-point game, man. We ain't going to leave it in the singles. We might not get it as high as everybody else, 4 and 5 and 3 and, 200-point games. But, when you've been fucked up like we've been fucked up, to have 200-point games, that's saying something about the heart of the team, the better team. The better team won this day. It was a good day. Shout out to the better team. Shout out to those guys over there, man. I know they really hungry because they know I want it, and they want it, and we want it. And it's up to us to go get it, baby. It's right there in front of us. We put ourselves in that position to have the opportunity to say, hey, man, this my play too. This my play. Fuck too. I feel like this my play too. That's what they said. And reach for it and take it. Shit, fuck what they thought. But yeah, man, let's go ahead and get into our last and final game. Bully on the block, high man in the castle, whatever you want to call him, man. King on the throne. Mr. 13-1. 2 6+ winning streaks in this season. Detroit or nothing knocked off the Mac of the year last week, but you got to do more than 9 points over projection to get fucked with this bully. You would have had to do something like lead the league in scoring this week to have beat He Who Remains this week. That's the only way you would have been able to do it. 168 is noble, but it's not enough. Yeah, as I like to say, y'all know my shit. It was a case of too much to not enough, man. It just was not 168.68. It's just not enough when you're going against He Who Remains as the best team on paper, winning record wise this season. That's just what the papers say when you look at it right there. Ain't nothing been crime, but that's what the papers say. I'm looking at them. They took a huge gamble. To take a gamble like they took and still score 199 points just tells you about how powerful this team is. They have put infinity stones together. They went and got A-Chain. They went and got CD Lamb. And, they had a Warren. They already had Gibbs and Junkins. And they tried to add the 5th infinity stone with Jaden Daniels. I think they went a week too soon. They see if they'd have took my philosophy, he might have marinated the right way. But that 3-8, just imagine he could have had a 21 from Love. That shows, boy, look, come on, man. What's that? 218 down there, 219 down. Yeah, Bannon with a 26. He could have went with him. He thought about it. but he changed his mind. He said he was gonna do it. He didn't do it. Nigga went off, man. Get that damn near 240 if he'd have played the right hand. On the other hand, Pat Mahomes with a 7. Yeah, they just didn't have it this week. They ain't got nothing on the bench. There ain't nothing he could have did. 168, it was a good performance. They had to beat some teams this week, though.
Yeah, it was. It definitely was. I would say that 158 was pretty damn good when you look at the other
68.
performance. Huh?
168. At one moment, you thought you was going to lose, though.
The
Let me
160.
go ahead and
Uh,
pass that to you. Let me pass that on to you like that. Yeah, at one moment, he thought he was going to lose. I didn't think he would. I told him, calm down, baby. You got this shit, man. I looked at the numbers and I looked at the players. I was like, nah. It was early. It wasn't that early, but it was kind of, it was mid. It was mid.
Look, y'all, this is the problem. Uh, CD Lamb went out early in the third quarter after he was having a monstrous game in the first half. A-Chan went out and did play the second half of the game after he was having a monster first half. Uh, uh, JD, I plugged in JD. The game was at 12. I plugged him in at 11:58 a.m. Because I started my whole thing was not to start him, but I was like, you know what, fuck it. I know I can't lose, so I'm just gonna play him anyway. Just for the fuck of it. So that's just what that was. But that didn't work out for me. He got re-injured. It's not a full injury, just soreness. But he didn't end up not returning into the game. So he ended up with that little bullshit that you just spoke on. But I mean, the game was in doubt in my mind because I had players that wasn't returning into the game and shit like that. So that was I thought that was going to be like the nail in my coffin. But when you got the certain players like that I have, they play at such a high level all the way around the board. And again, they were number one on the fine dining hour last week, y'all, and they didn't make it this week. But I just got to commend them right now in the Seattle Seahawks defense. I mean,
Mm.
they have been a player this season. They average almost 16 points a game. This is the defense, y'all, averaging almost 16 points a game. Like, think about how many. I went and looked at it. How many players that they've outscored this season? I mean, you wouldn't believe some of the top players that they've outscored this season. Unbelievable. So I just want to commend uh, my defense. They continue to shine and be stellar. And I mean, look, man, we ended the regular season 13-1. For me, it's the greatest regular season I've ever seen in my life because I've never seen nobody go undefeated. I've never seen anybody lose just one game. So that's the greatest regular season that I've ever seen. So all of the pressure is on me to go 15-1 because if I don't win it all, then I'm just a footnote to be mocked in fantasy football going forward. Then the nigga went 13-1 and couldn't get it done. But so our focus is fully on winning it all. And that's the only thing that we got on our mind right there going forward.
Yeah, I could definitely see that happening for you. It's the greatest regular season team I've ever seen in my life. Also, I've never seen anyone win. I mean, lose one game or win 13 games for that matter. So I commend you for that. You led our league gallantly in a fashion it should be led. So I never thought that you would lose that game at all. So I knew you was gonna win, and I knew you was gonna wave this banner as well as you should, as well as you should. You know what I mean? Again, my hat goes out to you. I commend you. I never see nobody do that. So shout out to you, my nigga. That's for real. Uh, shit. Let's go ahead and get into what you went. You had a good week this week. If you wouldn't have changed at the last moment, you would have been 5-1. But you were. You was 4-2. You know, bring your total to 44-38. Uh, that's cool. 6 games over. That's a good way to close. Uh, I went 3-3, so you know I pulled back a little bit to the pack. Actually, let you get under 10 games, which is astonishing. But you know, 53-31, 22 over. You know that's my number anyway, so it's getting 22. You know,
Oh yeah.
22 over.
Okay.
I guess that's the way it's supposed to go. You know, it's greater than me and you know. Hey man,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
superpower.
That was the universe telling you something.
It's okay. You know, as I look at it, I knew I should have took Rude Boy. I don't know why I went against him, and I would have still took the Mac of the Year over Field. So, uh, I thought I had took Lil Bro. I really did. I thought I took Bro, but I guess I was looking at my paper and I didn't. I was like, damn, I didn't take Bro. I thought I took Bro. I took Lewis. So it is what it was. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and dim the lights down low, man. Put on some nice classical music. Get y'all champagne and wine glasses and y'all formal dinnerware. And let's get ready for Big Bank's Find Out. What you got
Hey,
for us, Bank? What you serving now?
hey, man. This is the last fine and dining hour of the regular season, y'all. So let's get to it. I want to welcome everybody to the fine dining hour, where each week we highlight the top 5 players that set the table for the teams to eat. Coming in at number 5, he has slowly started to emerge as a player to look out for. And with more bites at the apple, he has showed he can handle the load. And it's starting to look like a split backfield in sunny LA with numbers like 12 rushes, 128 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 reception for 3 yards for a 30.9 Blake Corum. Uh, when I made the trade early in the season, getting rid of Kyron Williams for Chan, I had already seen because I had him that they had started kind of splitting the backfield numbers between Kyron and Blake. So I had kind of foreseen what they were doing, and it's now coming in full fruition with numbers like 12 rushes, 128 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 reception, 3 yards for a 30.9. We're talking about Blake Corum. Number 4, this guy has been a flat out star in 3 out of the last 4 games played, like a top receiver in all of football. And it was on full display this past weekend with 11 receptions, 142 yards, 2 touchdowns for a 39.2. That be Michael Wilson. And when y'all
Mm.
heard Lab earlier, when he was reading off the
Oh
numbers,
shit.
going over the review, Lab had said that, man, he done had 3 of these over 20 games or whatever in his last 4 games. And I say this, I've been saying this on the last few shows, and we don't talk about this before the show, y'all, but to show how in sync our minds is with what we seeing. He pointed out how those 3 of the last 4 games, and that's what I had wrote into my little thing here for Michael Wilson. And like I said again, he's played like one of the best receivers in all of football 3 of the last 4 games, and with numbers like 11 receptions, 142 yards, 2 touchdowns for a 39.2. That's Michael Wilson. Coming in at number 3. From day one of the season, he's proven he's the go-to prominent wide receiver in all of football. Every team knows he's getting the ball, double coverage be damned. He will get his numbers. And he didn't disappoint with 7 receptions, 167 yards, 2 touchdowns for a 36.7. We talking about Puka Nakua. Man, like he missed a game, one game this season. He went out early in another game this season. If that had happened, he would be number one in the receiver fantasy and all of that, because each week he has continued to show that he is probably the best receiver in all of football. And I will admit, I didn't think Puka was going to be this good. Even after his rookie season, I wasn't expecting him to explode like this, with numbers like 7 receptions, 167 yards, 2 touchdowns for 36.7 Puka Nakua. Coming in at number 2, he's made the hour more than any player this entire season, and he continues to dazzle week after week, performance after performance, with numbers like 12 rushes, 43 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 7 receptions for 77 yards for 40.3 Jameer Gibbs. I've been screaming for the longest that he's the best running back in the league, no matter that he split time with Montgomery. He is the best back in the league. And he continues to put up these mind-blowing numbers, even on a low rushing total like he had this past weekend, with 12 rushes, 43 yards, but he had 3 touchdowns, 7 receptions for 77 yards for 40.3 Jameer Gibbs. Coming in at number 1. This guy has been superb this season at home. I want everybody to hear what I said. At home. That's what he's superb when he's at home. And the team needed that spark to get in the playoffs. So he answered the call with 251 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 9 rushes for 78 yards and a touchdown for 41.14. We talking about Josh Allen. Like this guy, you wouldn't even think it's the same player on the road, y'all. But at home, he would come out and pull that cape off at home, because that's who he is. He plays like Superman when he at home. And his team needed it more than ever this past weekend, to propel the better team into the playoffs, with numbers of 251 yards, passing yards, 3 touchdowns, 9 rushes for 78 yards for 1 touchdown for 41.14 Josh Allen. And that was a fine dining out. I want to thank everybody for visiting this regular season. We will continue in the playoffs, but this is the last one for the regular season. I want to thank everybody for visiting the fine dining out.
Yeah. Shout out to Superman. See, when you got a weapon like that, man, that's a closer, man. That's when you want that type of quarterback. That's why you draft the number 1. When you find yourself in that type of situation and you need somebody to go beyond regular numbers, you gotta be a nigga like him.
And we were speaking about
Jalen Hurts didn't do that.
About Lamar Jackson going in round 1 of next season's draft. Josh Allen proved that he still belongs in the first round in next year's draft. That's what he did. So I commend him on the way he played this past game, and he played big. Y'all, but what everybody want to know? They want to know who is going to be the beauty of the week. Well, this is playoff week, y'all. So for playoff week, I want to bring out something special for you guys. She's not a professional athlete. She's an amateur athlete, an amateur team, but she is still an athlete. She is from Colombia. She's a Colombian. Matter of fact, Medellin. I had said to myself, if Pablo was still around, he would definitely give her a thumbs up. He would make them a professional league team. But let me tell y'all, she is from Santos Amateur Football Club. She's a player and the CEO, Monica Vallejo. Y'all, oh my gosh.
Let's bring it to you.
This Colombian beauty, y'all, she is just something special, y'all. Yes, she is. She is something special.
I learned a new trick like that.
Yeah.
I thought it's supposed to blow it up. It ain't blow it up like I thought it would.
Mm,
Oh man. You ever been?
say, oh,
See,
I mean,
Medellin.
yeah, she from Medellin. You know what I'm saying? Like, like I say, if Pablo was still around, she fuck around be one of Pablo bitches, but he definitely whew, he definitely would be fully in support and back her for with all that back that she got. He definitely would be fully, fully. Oh my God. He would, he would definitely be
Oh, it's like
on board with making sure that they were no longer on an amateur team. And they are, I'm talking about, she's so thick, y'all, with that
what you say?
salt.
She what position she play?
She a goalie.
Yeah, she look like she guard the ball. What goalie keep it from going in? Nah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, hold on, but she do know how to kick that ball from a distance and go. And guess what, y'all? When we talking about Santos Amateur Football Club player and CEO Monica Vallejo, cause she is a goal. Man, say man, we man. I
I
mean that
think,
Medellin, goddamn me, Colombia, goddamn me. I need say, yeah, she make
man, I can't take this off the screen. What am I supposed to do?
she say she make say you need to take a visit to Colombia. That was goddamn. I need to see them play a game in person.
I can't take it off the screen.
You know,
One move.
Monica just invaded our show.
Oh,
Y'all don't want to go.
that's how you do it. Oh, excuse me. Technical difficulty. Got stuck on that one picture. I was trying to move on. It wouldn't. Wow. Wow. That's all I can say is wow. I guess, technology wanted to see, AI wanted to see too. Uh,
Mm.
but that's another thing. Shit. Yeah, she looked good. That's what I will say. She looked good. She looked real good. Um, Speaking of looking good, we got some looking good and good looking this week, man. Shout that out.
Yeah.
Uh, we had TBT. They joined the 2K2X club. You know, it's a few guys on that list, but to be on it, that means something. We also had Ruben's rally team and TBT join the playoff party.
Yes, sir.
Season's not over. They still got something to play for.
Mm.
Uh, and then what looked good to me is and really good looking, man, is the entire league, man. Shout out to the entire league. Shout out to Brad Hunter. Shout out to NBK, Detroit or nothing, Phil Belichick, Lil Mike, Mac Twin, He Who Remains, No Nuts, No Glory, Lewis, the Mac of the Year, uh, the Rowdies, Ruben's Rowdy team. Shout out to LAB, man, the TBT, man. You know what I'm saying? The whole league, man. It was a great season, man. We got to get that chat jumping, but it's friendly right now. Y'all can bring y'all real selves out, man. It's okay. We're gonna be all right. But
Mm.
shout out to the league, man. It look good, man. It's a good look. Look real good for us, man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Shout out
yeah.
the entire league. Uh, let's move. Let's get into these weekend top scoring leaders real quick. Run through them real fast. As you know, Josh Allen, he had 41. Gibbs had 40. Tony Pollard snuck in with a 39-5. Mike Wilson had 39-2, and Shador Sanders with a 37-4 made the top list. The top five guys in the league. scoring wise.
Baby Pride.
Um, Baby Prime, he got on the list. He got on the list. Uh, our leading scores. I thought I had this shit up. I ain't got him up. Oh, there we go. Our leading scores. C Mac goes and claims the average points list. He takes over in first place.
Snatched it from Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, he snatched it at the end. Finished with Finished with my shit go out? Headphones.
Nah, you straight.
Can't hear myself. Hold on. You probably can hear me. He finished with a 30-63. Jonathan Taylor had a 30-35. Gibbs 28-42. And Josh Allen get in there with the fourth spot with 26-8, and then Bijan rounded out the fifth spot. Yeah. Did you hear me?
Y'all, A-Chan would have been higher than that. Y'all, if he didn't go out, this all good.
Yeah, we had a C-Mac taking over, man. So we haven't this is how it looks right now. You know, a lot of people think it's coming down to Jonathan Taylor, C-Mac, for the MVP. Gibbs a close, he's right there. His name could be on the list too. We haven't got the voting in. We're gonna actually do the awards next week. We're gonna give them a full week. That'll help fill some of the show as we go into covering next week's games also. But let's say I ain't even update this, so take that off. C-Mac, like I say, C-Mac took the lead, and
yeah, you said 30.63.
C-Mac 30, JT, and then Gibbs.
Yeah,
that's how the top round out. They're gonna be for the scoring. Let's go ahead and get into this portion of the show, man. You know, my impeccable list. And I haven't been wrong ever. Nor do I plan to be wrong. And, you know, we're gonna keep this shit rolling like it's supposed to be. As LAV's TV5. This is the best 5 in the league. So says LAV. That's me. So listen, this is how we gonna do this shit. LAV's TV5. We're gonna put a little bit of different spin. I told these niggas not to call me today because we told them what's up.
Last week, the fifth spot was left vacant.
Yeah, it was vacant. It won't be vacant this week. I can guarantee you there's somebody at the fifth spot. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into LAV's TV5, the best 5 on the planet, around the land, anywhere you can find it, up inside, in the space, under the sea. It don't matter. This is the best list in the land. At number 5, we have a split. We got TBT and Ruben's Riley team at number 5. Neither team held this spot consistently enough, and oddly enough, there are 6 teams to go in the playoffs. So really, what we wanted to do was shout out all 6 teams that made it to the playoffs.
Yeah.
So we just combine these 2 into 1 instead of doing 6. So, you know, this TBT and Ruben's Riley team, there is no changes in this LAV's list. This is the easiest list we put in all year. We got NNG, despite the loss, still at number 4 on the list. They don't fall beyond a 7-17. That would be ridiculous, even though they are beyond a 7-17. But that's a conversation for another time. We'll hold that for later. At number 3, Coach Lewis lost this week also, you know, but they still stay where they at. I mean, they don't fall too far from where they was. So, you know, there's nobody right there when they fall. So, you know, they stand and look around and be like, oh, okay, that's where I'm at still, and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? And the same thing for number 2. It's a Mac of the year. They lose. So just imagine you got 3 teams in a row that stay in a spot that all lost. All 3 of these teams lost. And I mean, it's far-fetched to move them from where they are. But he remains in lose. They remain on their 6-game winning streak, remain at the top of LAV's TV5. So, I mean, you know, this list is easy. This is one of the easiest lists we could do all season. You had 2 teams that are 7-7, an 8-5 team, a 9-4 team, 10-3 team, and a 12-1 team, 13-1. We didn't hit the update on that, so 13-1. Let me give him his props. I got everybody else. I ain't don't take nothing but a quick push of a button, and that's where we at, So let the screen say what it may. Yeah, 13-1. Toast to that. I'll bounce to that. So that's LAB's TV5. Give you a moment. I know you don't disagree. I mean, how could you disagree? I mean, it's evident. What say you?
Look, it was a great list. I like the touch that you put there instead of, like you say, doing 6 teams, because it's LAB's TB5. So I like the way you incorporate TBT and RRT in fifth spot. So that I really like that, and it's no doubt that everybody else need to be in those same spots that they was in for all of the reasons that you stated. The only thing I like you said, you're not gonna put nobody that has a less victory over somebody else. That has have more victories. So even though the Mac of the Year on the 3-game losing streak, Lewis can't jump them. Coach can't jump them because they got one less victory. So
and they lost.
Yeah, but if they would have won though, they would automatically prepare.
They were jumping.
Well, I guess it really still would have been up to LAB, because
they would have if Coach Lewis would have won, they would have been number 2. I would the 3-game losing streak, same record. Nah, they'll hit you.
Well, he did. Juice beat him earlier.
Man, this is where we at right now. You know what I'm saying? You can't. What you did earlier, okay, yeah, head to head, but this ain't a head to head list. You lost 3 games in a row.
See, I like.
You were stronger early in the season. Now you back to you. That shit don't go off. Whichever you was on.
I could at least appreciate that consistency. That's how you did it early in the season, when you somehow removed me from the number 1 position. So I give you that though.
Listen, we have a supercomputer, a super LAV AI, and we just punch in all the information and the scenarios, and it gives us the answers, and we stand by. So brilliance is on display every time we display it. What else could that be? So yeah, that's LAV's TV5. As you see, you guys, he agrees with me. How could he not? You know what I'm saying? This is a spark. The list is sparkling. It's sparkling. All right, shit. Shout out to Chris Cash, man. I appreciate you for tapping in with us. That's love. We do this shit every Wednesday and Sunday, because that's when the games is really played. So we try to tap in on Sundays too. Just to tap in, when shit live and chop to really be able to talk football with y'all. Let's go.
I'm gonna be ready. I'm gonna have the phone charged and everything this weekend, y'all. But I'm gonna be ready to go from the gate, because I don't got no game this weekend, so I ain't got nothing to be out clamoring over and all of that. So see y'all Sunday.
Yeah, he would, because he ain't got nothing else on nothing on. He's gonna be John Madden like a motherfucker this weekend, and Pat Summerall with Savannah. He gonna be narrating this shit. See what yeah, look what's going on. Oh, okay, yeah, I know it. But when you're sitting in that throne, that's what you're supposed to do. How could you not? I don't blame him. I would do the same. So this is how the season league standings lock up. League standing in division leaders. It finishes like this. This is the top 6 teams, the playoff teams. He remains Lewis. No nuts, no glory. The Mac of the Year. Ruben's Ride team and the better team. Those are contestants. Yeah, those are our playoff warriors, man. We're gonna see how this shit shake up. There is no if the playoffs started today. This is the playoffs. This is the seeding. This is the bracket. This is how it lines up. So we're gonna pull that and bring that back here in a second. But let's go ahead and get into the league standing and division leaders. So as we jump out here, we got the Pentagon division led by Coach Tommy's 9-5. Ruben qualifies as playoff 7-7. Kyler's and the Brilliant Hunter 6-8 and 3-11. Look at the Kyler's with 2,200 points, 22-7.
Yeah.
And 6-8. That's crazy. That must mean you ran into some teams that really had it going on their mind. The Oval Office, No Nuts, No Glory, 8-6, had 21-61. The better team, 7-7, actually had 21-73, led the division in scoring, but just didn't win one of those last two games, and we'd be looking at a 3 seed right now.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
it wasn't to be. And the leading scorer of all the league, 2,600 points. I'm gonna go ahead and give him the 3 points. 26 for he remained 13-1 juggernaut status. We got DeMac of the year coming in at 10-4 on the 3-game losing streak, 3 games back with 24-88. And I mean, that's some pretty good scoring in their division.
Yeah.
Pretty decent scoring type shit.
We had to do it the toughest division, you know. I look when I created Mount Everest, y'all. I knew I had to be in it, you know, because I'm gonna be at the top of the league, so I need to be in the top division.
Shit, and that's the way it stands. So you know, as we bring the league go get to a close, the season is over. This is the end of the season. We got to shout out to those who gone fishing. We got Brad Hunter, Mac Twin, Phil Belichick, Lil Mike Monstrous team, and NBK, the natural born pilots. I'm gonna say goodbye to those guys.
Yeah.
I know it's hard to say goodbye. Oh wait. We got footage of them actually on the boat right now. Wow. What do you know? There they go, people. They're on the boat right now.
Hey man, I don't even drink beer, but man, give me a Corona, man. You know what I'm saying? Give me a Corona while y'all out there, man.
Oh shit! Oh yeah, that's a picture of them right there live. They all on the boat together. It's like they're having fun. It's like they're having a good time.
They are. I'm telling you, they got a cooler of Coronas over there. Shit. They party.
They got Dos Equis, Corona, Bud Lights, Cut Water. Yeah, they doing it up. But I don't see no women out there though.
They out there fishing. They reeling it
in. Men's and fish. That's all I see. Alcohol. Oh man, y'all know what time it is, man. It is playoff time. Oh man, it's love. Shout out to them boys, man. It's just light humor, man. Love y'all.
Yeah, that's all. That was it.
Let's get into these first round matchups. Right up on the board, we got the Rowdies going against the Mac of the year. They got the Rowdies underdog status. It's 48-52. So not that. It's not that much of a difference. But I want to.
Do the Mac of the year got a defense and a coach in or some shit like that?
Let me get back into that. Yeah, I'll look at that. Hold on. Let me preview it. They got everything in. Everything. Yeah, they lined up everything.
Okay.
But what I wanted to look at, I think I know what happened already. Let me double check. Yeah, they beat them earlier this season. Okay, that's what I wanted to see. That they beat them already. Yeah, the Mac of the Year beat them earlier this season. It was 178 to 166.
Well, you know, they beat everybody in the league outside their division.
Yeah. Okay. Uh, you know, on my updated version, it's 50-50, 166 to 166. They got Ruben's Rowdies a slight percentage favored, like 40 some percentage points. Um, Drake May, Javante Williams, Tyler Algier, Zay Flowers, Juan Jennings, Kelsey Robinson, Cashman, Parsons against Baker, Cook, Warren, Chase, JSN, Hunter Henry, Rico, uh, Ernie Jones, Eric Jones, E. Jones, the fifth or fourth, whatever his name is. No disrespect though, Brian Burns. This one a hard one to call. This shit split right down the middle. Um,
Look, I'll go first. This is a hard call for you. I'm going for chaos this week. I'm going for Ruben's routed team to pull, and some people thoughts would be an upset, but I'm gonna say that the Mac of the Year is on an all-time slide after winning 10 in a row, and they lose their first game in the playoffs, which will be their fourth game in a row, and they get bounced out in the first game. I think Drake May is going to be a monster. I think Bijan and that Algier connection is something that's worth for a Ruben's Rowdy team. I think this week Javante Williams has a big game. So I think Jawan Jennings is going to have a pretty good game. So I give them the edge slightly in this weekend against the Mac of the Year.
I don't like the Bijan and Tyler Algier running back combination simply for the fact that I feel that they had a chance to get a lot of better running backs that could get more production than Algier. Could be the lead horse. You know, you could pick someone who's the lead horse, and that has came up many times. So since he signed Algier, you know, I don't know. Maybe it's the waiver wire, and we'll have that discussion, you know, at another time. Maybe you know they kind of do offer some hindrance, but I think he could have got a better running back than Algier. I really do. There has been some. He could have even been in the Blake Forum situation. I don't know what the backstory for that is.
You could have Chris Rodriguez for the Commanders a few weeks ago. If he had wanted him,
right?
It's been backs out there that he could have picked up, you know. But like I said, that has kind of worked out for him more than it hasn't, having both of them in.
And nobody really even speaks on the Zay Flowers, Juan Jennings wide receiver situation. You know, they highlight the wide receiver situation with TBT, but they don't really speak on that. They just get at a pass as if that's just a good wide receiver duo. I don't know, you know, especially going against Chase and JSN, that's not even comparable. You know, and it's not like he ain't got no running back on the other side. He got a couple of running backs on the other side. You know, so it gets kind of tricky. But I'm gonna say this, man. I'm gonna ride with the rallies too this week. I think I agree. I think there's something going on with the Mac of the Year. They might end on a losing streak after being on that high. That would be up there with one of the most disappointing seasons if they don't get it done this week. If they do lose this week, that would be cool. Considering the way they started and that winning streak they went on, and to end with a losing streak, man, that'd be heartbreaking. And I can see it happening. So that's who I'm going with. I'm riding with you. I'm gonna take the rallies. And then our other matchup we got. I'm gonna let you pull this, man. Shit, and then I come back on the backside. It's the better team against none less for glory. It's a rematch.
Look. I think Bucky is still kind of getting back acclimated to the season after being out for so long. Um, Jacobs, he's been nicked up here and there of late, and I don't know how like strong he gonna be. And the receiving core, I mean, they got St. Brown, but everything else is kind of lackluster in my opinion. And so I had said that NNG was on a slide. That they got that one victory in the middle of that slide, but I think that slide rears back its ugly head this week. I think with TBT having the three-headed monster running back, meaning they can get catches and rushes and opportunities at the touchdown with Harvey, and ETN, and then
Oh shit!
become the wide receivers that they have on their squad with the power that they have at those positions. So I'm going with this week. I'm um, going with the better team to pull out this grudge match between NNG and the better team.
Man, we just gonna finish what we started last week. It's this is our playoff started last week, and so this week we already know what's on the line. We couldn't lose last week. We can't lose this week, and so uh, we focused on that. I will say this: do we have our lineup completely set? No, we don't.
Mm.
Uh, we've made some moves. A little defensive moves. No pun intended when we say defensive, but a few defensive moves. Listen, we really want this. So, we're gonna do everything within the ability of the league to, win it. I mean, we had to cut some people that we didn't want to cut. We seen this last week with Blake Horn. We knew we had to bring some people up to prepare to play. So we had to get rid of some people, this week, we got rid of people that we didn't want to get rid of because we didn't want him having his hands on certain defenses. You know, if he the guy action at those defenses, then so be it. But if he, whatever, I don't know what's going on with him, but if we have the opportunity to wake up a little earlier and, you know, uh, add them to our team to keep them from being used against us, then that's part of this shit, man. Hey man, you can call, yeah, we have a fear of that. We lost the game earlier this season where someone picked up the 49ers defense and they had a great game against us, and we lost that and we learned from that. So, shit, the 49ers play for us now. So does the Jacksonville Jaguars, as well as the Chicago Bears. They play for us this week. Uh, they absolutely won't play for his team, and maybe hey, maybe there's another defense out there that I'm not even thinking about that I led him to. That has happened to us before, but we're gonna do everything within our power to limit our opposition from having. If I can go in a room and I see guns laying on the floor, and somebody got beef or something, I'm just gonna pick them up. I ain't necessarily say I'm gonna use them against you. I might, but I ain't gonna let you use them against me. That's all I'm saying.
Already.
So, that is what it is. You might be like, man, you scared. I don't know what somebody might say, man. Listen, this is fantasy football, and we ain't here to make friends. We here to win it at the
Hey, win at all costs, man. At
I
all costs.
lost. I have lost all of my friends doing this fantasy football shit because I cut them off because I ain't your friend. I'm trying to beat you. So after this is over with, we'll shake and make hands and be right back to loved ones. I mean, I still love them, but I don't like them because if they beat me, that makes me feel the kind of way. So, to this shit over with, and I hold the championship throne, which is gonna happen. And that's how I feel. But I love y'all. And I appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate all y'all for coming through and fucking with me and my kinfolk. And I appreciate you, kinfolk, for being part of the shit with me, man. We got a few more weekends to go. I sure wish I had got that number 2 seed, man, and we could better sort this shit out at the end. But it looked like I might have to knock you off early. But we'll get to that in another day of time.
Whoa. I ain't look, y'all. I ain't got nothing to do with this week. But since he brought me into it, y'all, a storm is coming. So, and whoever I play this week, enjoy your victory this week because a storm is coming. And if I play the better team, y'all, we're gonna put that already on record right now. I'm sending them home. I'm sending them home. Like so at some point I gotta play the better team if they win. So I mean, it just so happened that I will be playing them next. And man, say, but that's for look. That's for next week. We'll get more depth into that next week. But for this week, I got RRT and I got the better team TBT to get it done to move on. Uh, and uh, and and the regular season is over, so we start all over again in the playoffs on our pick'ems, and that means I don't have no dogs in no fight anymore, and like I had in the regular season. So I'm gonna be perfect on my picks for the playoffs.
Yeah, you took me up. So we both locked into the same thing. So there is no ground to be gained this week.
Nah, it ain't. It ain't.
Yeah, we both
Oh,
get the same shit.
I see the Mac of the year. They just dropped the Colts coach and added the Eagles coach. It's almost like the Mac of the year watching the show on the low.
Yeah, he working now. Okay, Eagles coach. Shit, that's the end of the show, my baby. Shit, we got out of here at 1:37, which is a good time. We got a little bit more to cut up. I gotta leave in 10 minutes, so we got a little 10 minutes to cut. But it's been a wonderful season, man.
Oh
We get
shit!
it.
The Mac of the year just dropped. He got to be watching the show. He just dropped Keon Coleman and added the Panthers defense.
The Panthers defense against New Orleans. Okay, that ain't a bad defense.
he tried.
That ain't a bad. What's their projection?
He trying to he trying to hoard. He see what's going on.
I would too. Man, this is the time of the year to do that, man. I would you drop niggas you don't really care nothing about and go get niggas that your opposition might have. Listen, this is all fair and love and war, man. Fuck the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man, you don't want a weapon used against you.
Hell no.
I don't have no more spots. I would. I contemplated dropping one of these defenses and picking up another defense and let that motherfucker be orange for a couple of days. But I said, nah, that's too soon. You know what I'm saying? I can't do it like that. I want to. I definitely want to, but I can't play it that dirty. Or I would. But I really want a nigga to go get the Chiefs defense. I think the Chargers gonna put up some work. I think the Chargers feel like they can knock them niggas out.
The Mac of the year watching the show like them niggas just picked against me. They got me fucked up. I'm sure I'm still making moves around this bit.
Shit, you better. Niggas better, man. Like niggas, shit, you better. But it's some high scoring defenses out there though. They
It
got the
is.
Chiefs 8-9, the Saints 8-2, the Dolphins 8. Either I don't think, but the Dolphins going to Pittsburgh. I don't know about that.
But Pittsburgh is struggling right now. I don't even know if DK gonna play.
That is true. The Saints play Carolina 8-2. That might not be a bad defense right there. That,
But who he already got defense?
he don't got nobody.
Oh, that's why I was telling you earlier that he didn't have no defensive head coach.
No, I ain't talking about the Mac of the Year. I'm talking about no nuts, no glory. The Mac of the Year got a defensive coach.
No, I'm
They
saying
might switch it up.
So
They
saying,
might switch it up, but they got one.
okay. So he either Horton or he might switch it up. Oh, but
Mm-hmm.
so no nuts and no glory haven't even put a defense in there.
No, they didn't put one on the field yet.
Okay. Well, shit.
I hope they gave up.
But you dropped the Rams defense, didn't you?
Yeah, they got them projected to get 6-7 this week.
Oh yeah. They playing Seattle, I think, this week.
They last few games is tough games. I was looking at that shit. I was like, man, I can do without that.
Yeah.
Because they cost me. If I'd have just said, fuck it, I'm around with Houston defense. If I didn't have two defenses and I just had Houston defense, and I said, fuck it, I'm around with Houston defense, I would have already been in the playoffs. I'd have ended up 8-6 because I'd have beat Lil Mike. That 5-point difference with the Houston defense would have won. I lost by 4. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that kind of, and then when the
That's what
Rams
you
got
just
a
said
9
though
this
about
week.
Bill Belichick, though, that you can have so much talent that you overthink it.
Exactly. If you was limit, that's why some niggas be like having 18 or more teams is good because now you got what you got. And you got to put that shit out there against other niggas. It's like you really don't have that much talent to be like, oh, damn, which one of these niggas I can play? No, you got to play this nigga. That's the only nigga you can play. What the fuck are you talking about? This other nigga is 3.4.
He said, no, this is all you got. This is it. This like nigga, ain't no extra. So I wonder what somebody say, and I'm pretty sure people would say this. I wonder what somebody say I only went 13-1 because it's a 12-man league. Now, what I would say to that is most leagues are just 12-man leagues. They 10 or 12-man leagues. Most leagues are. Like most leagues that don't have 14, 16, 18, 20. You know, those are rare. Most leagues are 10 to 12 man. So I would say that's the average what it is, though. But I'm pretty sure most people would say it's no way you will go 13-1 in a 16, 18 team league. But
See, that's why I say because we had an 18 team league last year and I went 11-3.
yeah,
I say
so
16 is a sweet spot. I say 16 is right there where you got talent, but you don't got a surplus of talent to where you overthink as much. You know what I'm saying? But you still got talent, and then you discover that's gonna always to the end of the season be players from the free agent that they develop into great Michael Wilson type niggas. It's gonna always every year I played this shit. It's always to the end. You know what I'm saying? That's another reason why I'm with the Fab Money shit because I'm like. You should be able to see something before someone see it and step in front of them because you want to you know what I'm saying, you want to give more than that they thinking the number is. It's like mental, it's like math. You know what I'm saying? I think this person money wise, which relates to the real world, to my mindset, relates to hustling. I got to outbid this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? To get this player that I think is gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? This nigga could be a Michael Wilson or he could be a Bashan Tootin. Or
yeah.
And you just play a nigga. You think you want him so much, and I've been guilty of this because I don't went broke in every league except for this league. You think you want a nigga so much to keep your team intact or put your team over that you overpay for a nigga, and you might overpay for a nigga don't even do nothing.
Exactly. So see, to me, that part about the fair money is that when you run out the money, what I'm saying is this right here. When the money is ran out, you then become just still like regular waiver wire before the money was added. So that's what I'm saying. The money is overrated because once they run out, then it's going back to the what the order is of what your record and stuff is. So I'm saying you still at the end of the day, the fail safe is it go back to what it originally really is. So I'm saying that is always still there. Like because you can't have no endless amount of money. So once you run out, then you back on the waiver wire list like nothing ever changed. So I'm saying,
And
how big is the money thing really?
it's just an added element. I'm not gonna sit here and say that if you run out of money and everybody else got money, that's the end. Because I thrived in having no money and got to the Super Bowl. So can't I can't even argue that so much. You know what I'm saying? But what I will say, for me, it adds that extra element of
No, look.
overbidding, underbidding, having more money than the nigga, and then getting to the year to get really what you want. Like if you get to the end of the year and you got more money than anybody else, and niggas develop into a bona fide player that you need going into the playoff, you can outbid anybody because you big bang Hank. Uh, so it's just a wrinkle in the element that I
No, no,
enjoy.
look. I could understand it. I could dig it. But what I would say too, and I always say this though, and I say this even to the NFL, they have it wrong as far as the best record in the league playing the second best record in the league, and like in your first game, that like they just don't that don't make sense logically in my opinion because I, the person is only seated behind the other person because of the way divisions are set up. As like that's the only reason why. And this is what I will say to the NFL: the first round of the playoffs, the seeds should be with the divisions because the people did win their divisions. But once you move on from that round one, round two, the person that got the best record should not be punished to play the second best record in the league. That is bonkers, man. That's just bonkers, man. And because you say what you saying is that the only the benefit that person got was the bye week. Okay, they got that bye week, but then forgetting the bye week, this is their reward. They got to play the person with the second best record in the league. When the other person they got the second seed, now they get to play a team with a less record than the number one team get to play. Come on, man. What like that's just yeah, man. That's some
I
bad.
agree that it shouldn't be that way. I agree,
That's
but that's
you
the
know
way.
that's how it is though.
That's how it is. Maybe next season we'll revisit that, and we'll put that in as we go into the season. Um, I gotta get up out of here, man.
Already.
I'm I'm gonna holler at you, man. We're gonna chop it up through text, and I'll holler at y'all, man. We appreciate y'all for fucking with us and coming through each and every week at the top of it. Inside the Huddle Fantasy Football League, I am the better team. He is he who remains. So I love what.
Already. Love you, Kippo.